So I'm Carrie Jeter, and I'm one of the 3 volunteers leading the charge in this just cause along with Sarah Fox and Kendall Tuttle. And we have a few comments to make. Certain state agencies and government officials have begun to employ certain fear tactics to attempt to silence us. They are telling us that our rights don't matter.
McNeil Island is level 3, sexually violent, worst of the worst, according to DSHS. So we're not talking about like the guy who got drunk and peed in front of a playground on accident and ended up going to McNeil Island and now he's locked up there forever. She just described someone who raped a 6-year-old boy and girl. And then DOC and DSHS backed out of today's meeting, which tells me that there's no real review that's going into this. The first thing I asked was, so like, what's the security look like at a house like this? And she goes, well, I mean, there's locks on the insides of the doors.
And that's the kind of stuff that I'm tired of seeing, that I think all of us are tired of seeing. Like, give us the facts, give us the truth. Stop going behind our backs and saying ridiculous stuff. The difference between potentially dangerous and dangerous is the act.
And I know that the commissioners wrote a letter basically stating that their septic system isn't up to code and that that's created us a buffer of time potentially.
Is Supreme Living required to respond to that cease and desist letter?
The water that's provided to this residence, that's another unique system on these type of situations, if you will. The kitchen, it has to be a commercial type kitchen if they're going to be serving food there. And security is really lacking, really lacking.
In terms of the notice of violation we sent to them, like Commissioner Edwards said, there's really, it's speculation at this point what they're going to do or they're not going to do.
You know, one of the things that came out early on in this was in the job application, there was the word was out there that, well, we're looking for young people. We'll give you 3 days training, and we would hope that no women apply.
So we are developing, we're pretty much developed our procedure now, that we will flood the area with resources. We will call in a canine if one is not available on duty. If the person flees in a vehicle, we've amended our pursuit policy to make sure our deputies know that all levels of escape are pursuable. So if they get into a car, then we're not just going to watch them drive away. You can't just complain about a problem, that you need to actually bring a viable solution to the table. At the same time, there's an island we can put them on. And